Hello. It is Monday. We got tasks to do. We are going to try and smash as many of these tasks as we possibly can today. I don't think we'll get through all of them, but we are going to try and get through as many as possible. So, we are just going to start. No messing about. Game capture, hello. Hello, hello, hello. We need the timer to start. We got this up, we got that up, we got this up. Got the controller charging because it's almost out of batteries. Jesus Christ. Alright, so we were here. Just got to repair this thing. Hopefully it's like the other one that just disappears. It needs to be the other way around. Yeah. Repair. Gone. Finally it runs again. I'm impressed. Well, yeah. You ain't seen nothing yet. Alright, and I think there's one more we need to come and fix this. So, make our way out. Follow the road, follow the road. I don't know. Every time I've got to mess with this controller because I feel like it only really feels like it when you're on the map, but like the snap on this map is just so irritating sometimes. All right. I feel like the way we exited last time is probably the best way to go in. So I reckon we, you know, like you try and put the little note down right and it just always drifts. It's so annoying. Okay. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Let's get out of this bog. We probably should go back and use that fuel trailer too. Seems it's right there. We're not low on fuel, but, you know. I'd rather not accidentally run out. Very foggy. I feel like I don't really remember it being that foggy. It was definitely foggy when we were doing the radioactivity stuff. The radioactive stuff, but I feel like I don't really remember it being that foggy any other time. Maybe it's just the time of the day. In the game, not in, obviously. Oh my god. Like, let's see if we can go... Yeah, let's go up over this way. We go... there. And there. To be careful, because we know there's one little dip in this road, which is an actual killer. One of the rare things that I think even this truck would fall to. But according to this, we've got like 25 tasks to do. We've got about 5, maybe 6 hours. So, some of them could be pretty quick. Some of them will be a bit longer. See how we go. If we can get them all done today, that would be actually like crazy. Crazy talk. Let's not start and immediately flip this truck, huh? Be a little bit careful. When we're up to 6 hours, that's a pretty good effort. Although this one on the rocks is probably not the best start. Actually. What is this called? Off the cliff. So this might be a... You just need to repair it and it will disappear too. These are quite helpful, huh? I believe might be a bit easier. Going this way. We think we can pull it off. Might even try and reverse in there. Well, I feel like we might be recovering this truck, to be honest. I don't think we need this repair body anymore. Okay. That should be close enough. Refuel. Repair. Ah, what? Did we not give it enough? How did we not give it enough fuel? Well done indeed. It will take some time for the seats to dry out before we can use it, but when they do, I shall cruise down these country lanes in style. Thank you. Okay, what have we got left? Help cable. Ah, we gotta pull the thumb around. Okay. I mean, that probably can do, but maybe do drown truck on the way? Yeah. Wonder. We might not have enough in the back of this van. What do we got left? Now I've only got 100. Okay. I wonder if going to the repair station will refill all the repair nuggets. Nuggets is what they're called, by the way. Alright, let's try it. Let's go up here and just follow the road. And if not, we'll just have to recover. I mean, we probably could. Pull this Hummer out. And then recover. Here, let's find out. Need to try and go out nice and slow. Trying to avoid that ditch because I reckon that's how most people come unstuck and getting out of here. Yeah, I think there's a chance you might have to go back to the garage to refuel this van. Like a repair van. But there's a chance that the repair shop will fill it. It's good to find out right at the end of the game when it won't really help that much anymore. But I mean, there's still a lot of game left, I suppose, with all the DLC, so it probably is good to know. I think we're just going straight ahead now, right? Road takes us all the way back. And refuel. Maybe do the van body. Maybe. Come on, repair van. We might need to take some fuel with us too. Repair, supplies, restock. Thick. I figured it would, you know. Makes sense. We need to repair this truck that we broke on the repair stand. Fuel. So do we need to... So if we're going to get it 250 litres, it's only going to leave us with 80. It's there. So I guess, do you think we could... This help cable, need to pull it back here. I think we should be able to get back here. Because I would think that... Drown truck, where are you? If it's just one of these restores, that'll disappear, right? We should be able to get back on 80 litres, I think. So we need to go out here. Here. And there's not that many trailers scattered around all these maps either, so if we have time, we try and do some of them, but we don't really need to. It's not like we need the money at this point. I should probably say 80 litres to get there and back. Right? Because we will obviously use some petrol to get there. I think we should be okay. Still should be fine. Just got to resist the temptation to put this in auto and just floor it there. I'm telling you, it's tempting. All repaired. All refueled. That's gone. We got 54 litres. That should be enough. Excellent. This will make a perfect anniversary gift for my wife. Thank you. Your wife is a very lucky lady. Clearly. Must be one of those gifts that are for quote-unquote your partner. Or like brothers and sisters quite often buy those gifts where it's like, it's for them. It just happens to be something that they don't want, and you definitely do want, but it's for them. Yeah, we probably should be in a little bit more fuel-efficient gear here, huh? I think we should be okay. We should be able to make it back on this petrol. It's low, but it's also very close. I really hope I went the right way. Okay, yeah. Just a real guess. Just a shot in the dark. And then we will go do this Hummer, which seems like pretty near us. The lights. Yeah. Place has good good lights to tell you where it is, you know. Only that'd fix the front entrance. Although this truck seems to deal with the front entrance pretty well, like everything else. Deals with it pretty well. think we just... we'll go out this way, obviously. So who wants to go out the front? In here and down there to get the car. I think we need to deliver it here. I know that doesn't look like a road, but it is a road. I assume. Pretty sure it is a road. Alright, let's get this guy's Hummer. This Russian man's Hummer. Can't make it up. I haven't loved the music in this area, but this one's good. I like the music in general in this game. Some of the Tamir has been a bit hit and miss. Hey Cosmic Panda, how you doing? What is going on? Seeing that I'm back. Fair enough. That's all the excuse you need. I'll take it. I remember we've been through this and this doesn't... I don't think this is particularly deep. I think we can just... like literally just drive through. Okay, maybe it is pretty deep. Alright, I'll take that back. Fairly confident we drove through this, but maybe it was like a different truck. Had a better snorkel. I'm good. It is Monday, so the weekend is now over, which is kind of sucky. But pretty good nonetheless, you know? What are you going to do? If every day was a weekend, none of them would be. You know what I mean? Do you reckon we can reach from there? "23 minutes into Monday." What, so it's like 12:30 at midnight. Oof. You gotta be somewhere on the other side of the world, I guess. Yeah, it is the future here. Connect. There we go. Canada. I feel like I have a lot of Canadians in my chat. Maybe it's just a SnowRunner thing. Or maybe it's all the one person with multiple accounts. Out of fuel. You know what? Honestly, Hummer, I don't think we even need your engine on. For a lot of Canadians that just... yeah, true. That is true. But I feel like there'd be a lot of Americans that would not sleep too. I feel like there's a lot of degen Americans out there too. So, I don't know where they all are. What is that? Speaking of degen Americans, hi Thunderhawk, how you doing? Sleep is overrated. Unless, you know, you want to achieve anything or get healthier or get fitter or get smarter or a varying degree of other positive attributes in your life. Other than that, it's massively overrated. Alright, where am I going? Ah, I've already set out. Look at that. Aren't I clever? Too busy being fucked or fucked. Yeah. Too busy fighting their own police force. Which is tough. I mean, we complain about the state police here. Yikes. I mean, most police forces are pretty bad, right? Hotbed of corruption. Other rubbish. Feel bad for Americans. I turn 30 in 38 days. I'm done with all that nonsense. Yeah, too old. I just kind of wish, you know, I turned 30 in the 90s. Wouldn't that have been nice? I'm too old to write, you know? It's a lot of effort. I feel bad for them too, and mostly because one of the major engineers of the divide in that country at the moment is an Australian man. And so I feel a little bit... I mean, not that I did any of it or helped him in any way, but yeah. Rupert Murdoch being Australian doesn't make me feel very good. You know what I mean? I mean, and if he's listening, or any of his corporate lackeys are listening... We're really proud of him? I guess. But, you know, all the democracy killing and stuff. I bet he's friends with Jeff Bezos. Oh yeah, he's definitely friends with... Wait, I'm not even... I'm legitimately not going to say his name. Jeff... Bezos? Yeah. They won't know what that means. They're definitely mates though, right? That boy is so spoiled. No discipline. Probably won't be long before he gets himself into trouble again. Thank you for your help. Any time. Jeff Jesus. That is actually a good one. Jeff Jesus. And totally, it's no way they'd know who we're talking about either. That is just like... Enigma code level cryptography and shit. All right, drowned bricks. Ah, right there. Okay. That lizard guy. It is concerning, right? The amount of extremely rich people in this decade look suspiciously like lizards. If you know what I mean. Like, it's a weird amount. Okay, well, the brick, that'll require something with a crane, but that's all main road, so literally any truck could do that. I'm literally just going to the same one over. Okay. So the fuel carrier. We could probably do that pretty easily. Deliver to the parking. Yeah, we can do that pretty easily while we're there. Because I think we've got to deliver the fuel trailer to this. And we're going to deliver that there. Okay. Need an extra driver. Well, soon. So I think once I've finished, I just want to play the original. I just want to play it once myself, and then I'll get people in. But I think I will start a new game plus. I'll play some other stuff first, and I'll probably do the DLC first. But I think I might even start doing like one day where I do a new game plus with people to come in and just, because there are a lot of achievements I want to do, and some of them sound awful. So there will be an opportunity, but for now I will just do it by myself, I think. But I appreciate the offer, because I think once you do New Game Plus, doing some of the things over like a second time is just crazy tedious. Speaking of lids, have you ever seen a goanna? Like in real life or in the wild? So what we might do is we might get this out. IRL. Seen a lot of lizards, especially because my mum used to live in Queensland, where there's not really that many lizards where I live, in like Melbourne and Southern Australia. No worries, Cosmic Panda. Next time, definitely. Probably will be next time. Although, well, it depends on how many of these we get through. Maybe tomorrow, but next time after that. But yeah, definitely seen them like in captivity, but never a goanna in real life. Just lizards and skinks and blue tongue lizards and shit like that. So I might pull this out, drive it home, get the fuel trailer, drive it up, and then deliver this truck here. Although we need to take something with a crane. Okay, but we will do this one first. Where are we? Ah, yeah. I think we're just following this main road, right? Jesus, that was... Although I feel like this truck is very difficult to tip. So sometimes when you think you're close to tipping, you're really not at all. Is good for drivers like me, I suppose. Have you seen a goanna in real life, Thunderhawk? I'm assuming they have goannas are like real, like tropical rainforest type lizards. I was going to say animals, but they're not. No, best I can do is an alligator. I feel like goannas would be much more tropical than Florida. Although I imagine there probably are some, like... I mean, more not tropical. What I mean is rainforest. And I don't think the US has any rainforest, does it? I think it has like the most kinds of environments of any country. But I don't think it has rainforests. Let's fill up. Best I can do is alligator, which is kind of like a big goanna, I guess, in a way. We have rainforest, just not the tropical kind. Ah, okay. Yeah. Come on. I assumed all rainforest was the tropical kind, but... I believe you. The iguana is the closest we have to goanna. Right. Right. And is it bad if I've always assumed those two things are the same? Hope not. Because I definitely did. Actually, it's not even that deep. It's not even that deep. It's not that I've always assumed they're the same thing. I've genuinely never thought about it. I think somewhere deep inside, my brain was just like, yeah, they're the same thing. Iguana are a lot bigger. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. They are quite big. And iguanas are like the little dudes. Check this out. Are you a keep lizards at home guy? I kind of think that would be cool. Especially because I've always wanted to make, like... I've always wanted to make a terrarium. I mean, I kind of would like to have fish, but I don't like that they die all the time, and they're just a general pain in the ass. So I've always wanted to make a terrarium. Like, not even with anything in it, just... literally just, like, cool moss and shit. But then it feels a little bit wasteful to make... Well, not wasteful, but, like, pointless to make it, and then it just have nothing in it. So it makes me feel like I want to have a lizard, but it really is just all an excuse to have a terrarium. I have a pet iguana named Lime, but not anymore. Currently have a noisy-ass quail. Quite like the little bird. Alright. We're not round far enough. We also don't want to get too deep in here either. He thinks he's a full-size... ain't that just the case, though? It's like our tiny-ass dog that thinks he's the neighborhood, like... He thinks he's the neighborhood watch. He just ain't. He ain't it, you know? It's always the little ones. What's this? What's this called? I think it's called Farm Swim? No. It's called... No. No. Retired. That's the one. Can we turn this on? Out of petrol. Now let's give it some fuel. Just make this a little easier on ourselves. Yeah, I don't know. It feels real foggy here now. I don't know why. My Chiweenie thinks he's the scariest dog ever born. Chiweenie. Let me guess. Chihuahua and... I don't know, is Wiener dog a dog? Is that like a dash hound? A sausage dog? Chiweenie? Or have you just called your dog Chiweenie? Which is a pretty sick name for a dog, to be honest. Chiweenie. Dachshund Chihuahua, yeah, okay. That would be very cute. I have a feeling that would be a very cute dog. Also, yes, thinks it's the scariest thing since the Black Plague. And it definitely is not. It definitely is not. Let's speed this up a little bit, huh? I feel like we're making pretty good time here. But yeah, Chihuahua, assuming like, because most of the Dachshund mixes I've ever seen, they're just Dachshunds with weird features. You know, like, they all just look exactly like Dachshunds, but with like different fur or furry faces, or like, you know, we saw a Corgi Dachshund the other day and it was just like a Corgi shaped like a Dachshund. They never seem to, like, the Dachshund crosses never really take on the other dog's, like, shape. So I wonder what a Chihuahua Dachshund, is it just like a Dachshund shaped Chihuahua? I feel like it would be. That's what they always seem to do. We're really just beating these trucks up, huh? Don't give a fuck. This dude has the length of a Chihuahua with the length of a Dachshund with the head of a Chihuahua. Yeah, it's usually what the Dachshund mixes usually are like, right? They're just a Dachshund shaped dog with the colors, fur, features of the other dog. It just looks hilarious. But yes, a little Chihuahua head and a Dachshund. Sounds awesome. At last, someone capable of doing their job. Here is your pay, my friend. I mean, given how beaten up that truck is, I'm not sure I can do this job either, but we'll take it. Legs of a dash, yeah. Yeah, they're like, their body is shaped like a Dachshund, and they just take on the, like, color and fur and characteristics of the other dog. It's just hilarious. It's the only time, like, you kind of don't see that very much. It's usually generally a pretty good mix of both dogs, but whatever reason, Dachshunds just, like, the shape genes just take over. We should be recovering. So, we need a truck that can pull the tanker. Yeah. Pick up the bricks. And then pull this truck out. Then just some scout can go do this one. So the only downside to this truck is there's no crane flatbed option, which is real disappointing. So we can't use this. Actually, you know what? He's a former therapy dog, so he's pretty crazy empathetic. There's a bad separation. Yeah. I think that's the Chihuahua. Although, yeah, well, we have a Yorkie, and they have pretty bad separation anxiety in general, too. I mean, ours, Archie, is really good, because we deliberately, like, trained him into not doing it from the very... Like, we deliberately targeted it so he wouldn't, because we knew we were going to have to work in the office and stuff. But if you don't specifically target it, yeah, they can be pretty bad. So what we're going to try and do is something a little cheeky here. We're going to take the crane. We're just going to drive around with the box, the bricks being held by the crane. Right? We're going to see how that goes. But I'm glad you have a very empathetic dog. Because they can be handy in the tough times. You know? I was going to say nothing worse, but like, it can be rough having a real... Like, I obviously love all dogs, right? But it can be rough having a pretty blasé dog sometimes. I mean, not that there are really that many of them that are that blasé, but do exist. Yeah, some just don't give a shit. Yeah, all they really care about is food, right? And getting their walk. So it's good to have an empathetic one. Attached trailer. Alright, let's be on our way. But I mean, that's still better than the like 99% arsehole rate of cats, so... Still winning. I wonder how, guess I should be feathering this throttle a little bit. Orange cats are the best. Yeah. I have no evidence to back that up, obviously, other than anecdotal. Feel like that's true. Feel like they're generally the nicest, right? The real, like, ultra furry ones that are the worst, normally. They're dumb and sweet. And it's weird because considering how, like, biased people are towards redheads in humans, I'm surprised it hasn't translated. Because, you know, and you can't be like, wow, it's only a cat, as if people would be like that. But people are definitely biased towards black cats, right? So you can't say that people don't take their biases out on cats. So it is weird that they, orange cats are quite popular, you know? People be weird. People be real weird about that kind of shit. I probably would have a cat if I wasn't allergic to them. So, like, we had cats growing up in our house. We had 2 cats who were, like... I mean, I wouldn't say they were arseholes, but they weren't super nice either. Like, if you got them on a good day, they were nice, and if you got them on a bad day, they weren't. But we had them all, like, most of the time while I was growing up. Had no problem with them, and then basically didn't touch a cat for 15 years. And then one day I was just around, I was seeing some girl who had cats. I was just like, all of a sudden I was allergic to them. So... can't have cats. Apparently. Apparently if you don't go near one for a while, you can just spontaneously grow allergies to them. It's a bit shitty. I don't mind a cat. They don't quite have the cool success rate that dogs do, but I don't mind a cat. I'm lucky. Well, I mean, yeah, I used to be lucky to be not allergic to anything too, and then, yeah. All I'd say is don't go 15 years without going near a cat. Because whatever it is your body has that allows you to not be allergic to them, it might stop producing it. Or if it goes, your body goes so long without being near one, it goes, new threat, and starts producing histamine or whatever the process is. Which really makes me think, I wonder if I am really, like, permanently allergic to them. Or whether if, like, I just spent a week locked in a house with one, whether my body would just get over it and get used to it. feel like that's the answer, but obviously I don't want to do that. So there's a tick in the US that gives you an allergy to red meat when bitten. Ooh. It sucks. I mean, it sucks on a meat eating level, right? But it also sucks on a, like, pretty good source of iron and a bunch of other shit. Like, we don't eat red meat very often, like, other than mince. But, like, you need it every once in a while, or, you know, everything's cold. Very good, thank you for your service. You are welcome. So, we're going to do these bricks now. There's also a tick in the US that gives you Lyme disease, so, yeah. Not good. I mean, that's me saying that, and I live in Australia. There's a bunch of deadly shit out there too, so just don't ever go outside, is what I'm basically saying. Stay in, always. Play computer games. Forgot about Lyme disease. I feel like, yeah, it's one of those things I haven't heard about in like 10 years, but it's definitely still a thing, you know? Which I found out, well, not the other day, but it's funny that it's called Lyme disease. And I think this is true. This could be completely made up, but I'm pretty sure this is true. It's not because it has anything to do with Lyme, but it's because it comes from a place called Lyme. Who knew? It's from Lyme. I'm going to say Iowa. Lyme, Iowa. So we got to like push down on that. All right. Oh, that's in reverse. Oh, wait, this isn't going to work, is it? Because we're not going to be able to put it in. It's got to be packed in to put auto put in, right? Pretty sure I won't be able to just drive this in. Actually been found in 5,300-year-old mummies. All right. What should be called Cairo disease. Actually, no, it wasn't called Cairo back then. It should be called... What were the two cities? They're called Luxor? I think one was called Luxor, and I feel like Alexandria definitely was a city. Nah. Ancient Egypt had like two major cities. One was like the religious one, the more southern religious city, and the northern one was the main one. I can't remember what it was. The mummy was in Italy. Alright, well, scrap that. Rome disease, then. Rome disease. This definitely isn't going to work, huh? Yet. Right. Wait. Okay. Yet. Alright, well... some lucky truck will come along and pick this up. Put it down, I guess. The name's from Lime, Connecticut. I was close. I mean, you know, close but not close. From where it was first described, so you were right on track. Yeah. I mean, I was not like northeast Connecticut, but I mean, it's northeast-ish, right? I feel like that's pretty close. I was going to say Michigan too, but I figured people would say I said Michigan because Michigan's in this game. I wanted to prove I knew other states other than Michigan, but... Can we just go over the mountains here, you reckon? Yeah, let's make it to this. Let's make it to this road here. So as you just got to come back with any... Actually... What's this? Fuel trailer. Because... Actually, we could stick this on a trailer. So once we've done this, we'll drive and get a trailer. Yeah. There's no other trailers, is there? Okay. Because you can load it into the trailer, right? Attach the trailer. Pack it and put it in. Yeah, we got a plan. We have a plan. These ancient Egyptian cities are really bugging me now. Considering how much Assassin's Creed Origins I played, I feel like I should definitely know these two cities. I'm gonna have to Wikipedia it in a second. It's gonna like be like, oh my god, yes. Maybe it's Haxor. I think the religious city might be it's like Luxor or Haxor or something. And then the other one is obviously opposite where the pyramids of Giza are. But it's not Cairo. It has a different name. Well, I mean, because Cairo is on that. So it's on the other side of the Nile. Or was. Memphis and Thebes. Why did I think it was Haxor or Luxor? Yeah. Yeah, because Thebes, right? And the reason I always laugh at that name is because there's a Thebes in the Disney Hercules movie. when Danny DeVito wants to take Hercules to train to fight crime, for some reason, he takes him to Thebes. If you make it here, you can make it anywhere. And they make it a lot like New York City. Great movie. And yeah, Thebes. And Memphis, of course. Great movie. Great soundtrack. Just all-round good movie. And for the longest time, I just didn't put two and two together. And now that you know, once you know, you can't unhear it. But Hercules is voiced by the dad, Misha Barton's dad in the OC. Weird, huh? The dad from... What's her name in the OC? Marissa? I think her name is. I had that on VHS. We had it on VHS too. Great movie. Back when Disney made good movies. That just makes me sound real old. Probably does, doesn't it? Back in my day. Disney made real movies. Let's pull this shit out. And obviously, as a young lad, massive crush on Meg, right? Who didn't? Jesus. Not like real crush, but like, you know, as much as you can have a crush on a cartoon character. She was hot. Well, yeah, I'm glad that, yeah, you can say, yeah. I wasn't going to say it, but, you know. I didn't even care that she betrayed him. I would have been like, it's fine. You do you. Yeah, and the thing that I would really like is like, you know, towards the end when he's got like Hercules World or whatever the hell it is, and then those little action figures where you push the arms down and his chest pops out. Oh, I want one of them. I want one of those little Hercules toys with like chest pops out. Be cool. Should probably be tracking this, right? You ever see the Latina girl from Road to El Dorado? No, I've never. I know. I've never watched the Road to El Dorado. I knew this girl in university who every time she saw me, she'd be like, "Have you watched it yet?" And she'd be like, "You have to watch Road," because we would always talk about the Emperor's New Groove. Another great movie, by the way, Emperor's New Groove. And we would always, every time she saw me, she'd be like, "Have you watched it yet? Have you watched it yet?" It's like, "No, I haven't watched it yet." She swore it was like the best Disney movie. I still never watched it. Still to this day, I've never seen it. I don't really know why. The engine is broken. You will love it if you like Emperor's New Groove. Well, that's what I mean, yeah, that's how this conversation would always go. As we'd talk about the Emperor's New Groove, because that's what you do when you're young and in university, right? You're really making this fucking difficult. And yeah. Alright, maybe we'll watch it. See if I can get Danny to watch this week. Maybe this weekend. Maybe some part night this week. But yeah, Emperor's New Groove. What a good movie. It genuinely is one of the funniest movies, like, ever. And it really makes you wonder, like, imagine if they hadn't have got David Spade to do the Cusco voice. Like, would it have been as good? I really doubt it. I don't understand why this is so hard. This is like... I mean, obviously it's because the engine's turned off, but... this mud doesn't even really seem that bad. I think I'm just so close that I'm just being stubborn at this point. Here we go. Come on. Alright, well, I may as well take a drink, I guess, while I'm just holding the accelerator down. Aladdin's another good movie. Not funny, but good, obviously. Lion King, banger. Tell you what, I feel like one that's not well, maybe it is well, maybe just like wasn't well known where I was, but is really good is the Robin Hood Although, I don't think that's a Disney movie. I think some random company made that. But that also was a very good animated film. Are we actually moving here? Okay. Hurry, Robin Hood. 100%. You can't really be legitimately stuck, right? Come on. Space Jam. I mean, Space Jam's alright. You know? Yes, I do know there was a... Wasn't it, who was in it? Wasn't it someone ridiculous in it? Wasn't it like LeBron James? Wasn't LeBron James in the sequel? Hey, Enterprise, how you doing? You got night-botted. It was LeBron. Yeah, right. Yeah. I've only seen Space Jam once. So there was this new kid who came to school. This is such a dumb story. There was this new kid to my school in primary school. I don't even know how old I was. Can't have been that old. I was in primary school, right? And he just became friends with me. Like, I don't know. I don't know why. He decided he wanted to be friends with me. And the first thing he did was like invite me to his birthday, where we drove to, like, because I lived out in the country. We lived in the country temple. We lived in the country, and I went to school in a country town nearby. And for his birthday, he got to invite one friend to go to the big city right near us to watch Space Jam, and he took me. And we went and watched Space Jam. It was alright. Space Jam. It's alright. It's pretty good. And then he literally never talked to me again. So weird. Like, and then he moved schools like 3 months later. Just so bizarre. I'm good, Enterprise. I'm doing well. We are ticking off tasks here very quickly. So I don't think we can do them all today, but I'm kind of hoping we get through at least a good majority of them today. But yeah, Space Jam. With my very, very temporary friend. So I don't really remember a lot about it, because all I really remember is, like, that story more than anything else. Round bricks. Oh yeah, we gotta go do that. I knew a guy who went by Enterprise IRL. He sold me weed. Yeah. Especially if you spell it with a Z, because you're like, Enterprise. Right? It has real weed seller vibes. Get that. Alright, so we're just going to go up over this hill. Get our trailer. Put this in, sell the trailer, and then we'll do the last task. I do that, lol, but it probably wasn't me. I love how it's a probably wasn't me. Could have been. You know, we're not ruling anything out. It was Enterprise Alabama. That's a cool name. Like, obviously that's Enterprise's Twitch name, right? But like, if that's Enterprise being your nickname, that's a sick nickname. That wasn't me then. Also, fancy calling a town in Alabama Enterprise. Thanks to follow, Enterprise. I appreciate it. I feel like I'm saying Enterprise a lot. Enterprise. Alright, let's get this trailer. Ooh, it's not good. Is there something here to help us? I don't think there is. Although we can get fuel on the way back. Ah, we're actually going the wrong way. We don't need to go in here at all. Also my PSN too. It's pretty, unless you're extremely old, and I mean, I use old pretty loosely, that's pretty good. If you got both your Twitch name and your PSN as the same thing. It's for something that's relatively like a pretty common word. Like, I've got schnuff for a lot of things because it's such a rando word that, like, until I started doing this, there's not, you know, there's no need for anyone to ever have that name ever. Although, you'd be surprised how much it has been taken over the years when I go into a new game or something. But yeah, getting Enterprise twice, that's pretty good. Like, yeah, unless you've been on the internet since, like, it began. It's pretty lucky. I have my actual name as my email address. That's how old I am. Yeah. I mean, I have an email address that's my name because I need it to, like, apply for jobs and shit. You can't have, like, Zerg Killer 3000 is your email address if you want to apply for real adult jobs, but yeah, I get that. I actually don't have my, like, original email address. I probably could recover it if I really, but I can't even really remember what it was. A Hotmail. My very first one was a Hotmail address. And it definitely had my birth year in it, which was really dumb, obviously. Wouldn't do that in this day and age. What did you do? 420 blaze it. I can't believe Nightbot caught that. It's weird. I guess it just, the @ symbol is a good... Yeah. Because it would stop @ for, like, tiny link addresses. But yeah, 420 blaze it. Yeah, and you're just, like, applying to a real corporate job with 420 blaze it. Let's repair. Swing around to get this trailer. I was going to put the semi on then, but that's pretty overkill, I think. Refuel. And then we'll move on to the quarry. Kind of jealous I didn't live near a quarry growing up. They always seem like, I mean, maybe this is just one of those, like, American television things where it's like it really doesn't happen, but, like, all American televisions have it. But, like, every town seems to have a quarry, and, like, I was really sad I never had a quarry growing up because they seem like fun, especially the real big ones, you know. Although they also seem like a really good place for you to be bullied a lot, so maybe a good thing. You know, you just chuck rocks in there. People go swimming. Although it was never warm enough to go swimming where I lived, so maybe less the swimming and more the chucking of rocks. My town has a dolomite quarry, but it's more just a shallow hole. Yeah. I mean, isn't that what all quarries are? Just a shallow hole? I think we're going... Yeah, we're going down here. I mean, that maybe also just indicates that I'm really just a simpleton who wants to throw rocks in bodies of water, but, you know. I feel like that's most boys. Just want to throw rocks in the water, right? There ain't no water in it unless it just rained. Oh, well, that sucks. Well, there really is just a big hole then. That's less exciting. But it's like, you know, every town you see in American media has that water tower. You know, like the water tower. And I'm still not really sure whether like that's an actual thing or whether that they just like, we're making a TV show about small town America. Get the water tower. Like build the water tower. I don't know. Oh yeah, we have water tower too. Okay, all right. So let me guess. There's no water in it. It's just for show. You might have to detach this trailer though. I don't think this is gonna reach. Come on. Yeah. Now, if I drop this, will it just fall in? Nice. Sick. Too easy. Thank you. You are the only thing between me and an aneurysm right now. It's used, actually. I used to know the guy who cleaned it. Yeah, right. Okay. So that is a real thing. That's not just one of those things they set up to make it look like small town America. That's good. They used to boost water pressure. I see. Because that can't be where the town gets water from, right? Because that would be a crazy small amount of water for a town. They'd constantly need to refill from the top somehow. But you're right. If it's just like providing downward pressure on the pipes, that does make sense. Another thing I genuinely never thought about. You pump it up there and it's free water pressure. Yeah. Like, you pump it up there. Oh, you mean, and it's, so you pump it up there and then you draw it from there, but it's high, so it's got water pressure, or it just provides downward pressure on the pipes? And it's the same water as always. Or you just pay the pump power. It's high, so okay. So they just literally pay the power bill to pump it up there, so there's water pressure. I guess if you're like very, very flat town, you probably don't have much of a choice. Because it's not like you can have an enormous pump that's capable of providing that much pressure. It's easier just to pump it up there and have the gravity provide pressure. Does make sense. Guess this is why I'm not a town planner, huh? As you need electric pumps going crazy to do the same. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, why manually do something when you can let gravity do it, I suppose. Yeah, I don't know what it is about, like, Australian topography. I think that's the right word, topography. But yeah, we don't really have a lot of flat towns. There's almost always like a highest point in a town. Just weird, right? Although that's probably mainly just the areas that I've lived. There would definitely be flat towns like out in the outback and shit. out, not even just outback, it's just like out in the rural areas, there would definitely be flat as hell towns out there. Alright, so we'll put this trailer away, go do this last flatbed, and then we're onto the quarry. Highest part of my town is 55 meters. The average is 39. Yeah. Maybe it's just where, like, the tiny little island state that I grew up in is, like... Because it's an island, it's pretty not flat anywhere, right? There's always a high part of pretty much every town. There's not a lot of flatness, but on the, like, the main Australian island, there would obviously be pretty flat parts way out in the bush. Even that for like a long time, it would be flat for a while. Alright, so we need to go... Oh god, this is going to be painful. And, oh god, getting through... Actually, you know what? We're not going to go. That's just... We're going to go through here. We're going to go through a nice thin bit. High spot in my state is about 100 meters. Yeah, that does make sense, though, just because, like, most of Florida is, like, a peninsula, right? You wouldn't think it gets very tall. Although I do know there is, like, and, you know, how do I know this? Same way I know everything, just stupid, dumb information. But there's, like, a spine through the middle of the peninsula. It's, like, not tall, but like a mountain all the way along, and I know it's used for something. Interested in multiplayer. I will be when I start my new game plus. The first time I'm just gonna do it all myself. So, you know, as more of a challenge, because this game is, the challenge of this game is like the satisfaction of this game is the challenge, right? So the first time I'm gonna do it myself. But I will be doing multiplayer soon. I'm living on those hills you're talking about, actually. Yeah, they're like... They're forced... They have some purpose, right? They're like all... I was going to say golf courses, but that seems a bit dumb on a mountain. But I appreciate the offer, Enterprise. The opportunity will be there soon. I can't remember exactly, because it was some Reddit thread, I think it was, where someone asked, like, what the hell is this white bit on the map? And people from Florida were like, oh, it's actually a mountain range that's used for... I can't remember. Maybe it's like some kind of forestry shit? I don't know. It's got something special with it. They're the edges of rock shelves. Maybe it was a rock climbing thread. Who knows? Yeah, rock climbing on an actual mountain is like the least Florida thing possible, I think. Who knows? Right, we're almost... Jeez, I hope this has enough petrol. There's a roof rack with more petrol in it. That should be alright. It's actually not doing... Considering how much easier it's been driving around in the Tartarin doing this shit. Thing's actually not doing that badly. And like all in auto too. You're done in 10 minutes, you're climbing in Florida, yeah. Like I said, the highest point's 100 meters, so like you can only go so high. And I imagine that's probably... That 100 meters is probably more in the north, right? Because I'm assuming the what is it, the Carolina Ranges, which I assume are in North and South Carolina. I'm assuming they don't reach down into Florida. It's extremely gradual. Shit, we were supposed to go through. What do we reckon? Turn in? I mean, I'm pretty sure we got a truck through this, so I feel like we should be able to get this thing through here. Easy. The Appalachian Mountains, of which you mention, aren't so high due to their age. Ah, okay. They are, however, a massive mountain range. Like, and I mean, massive isn't like length. You've got to help me out a little bit here. Thank you. Christ almighty. It's the extent of the way into South America. Yeah. And they start in, like, Pennsylvania, right? Or do they start earlier? They start in New York. I know they start somewhere way and they go for ages. I mean, you should be that surprised. We have the blue, what are they called? The Blue Mountain Ranges, which is very similar. Starts in like Queensland and goes all the way down into like, I'm pretty sure it goes to Victoria. So it's like the whole eastern seaboard of Australia has a mountain range on it. Once we get this on a bit better, and I was gonna say, this music reminds me of Total War Attila, which makes sense because we're like not far from Mongolia in this game. And I say not far, like relatively, right? It's very Punic throat music-y. The Rocky Mountains are the same geological formation as the mountains of the world. Yeah, right. So they just go all, like right up and down both continents. Big mountain range. I guess the best thing about this is once we get there, we can just recover too, so. It's only taking us 2.5 hours to do one map. It's fine. It's fine. So yeah, one place I would like to go to is Machu Picchu. I know it's like, you know, extremely cliche to want to go there, but it's one of the rare cliches that'll like, I feel like it's probably worth it though. Especially because it's so difficult to get there. I mean, obviously everything's over touristed, right? Everywhere you go is just like massively overdone, but I feel like the difficulty to get there means it would be less touristy than most things, which I think would be nice. It's a cool place. Yeah, I bet it would be. And again, because it's difficult to get to, I feel like it would be less destroyed by tourists than most other things. Like, the Great Wall was pretty good, but like, you know, It was hard to enjoy the Great Wall while I was there because, like, one, it was like 36 degrees and we had to climb to the top of it. And it was just it was so hot. And by the time we got to the very top of it, it was exhausted. Like, I was just, like, literally dripping in sweat. That what kind of made it hard to, you know, enjoy. But all the people just made it hard to enjoy too. It's just so many people there. Yeah, I went to China probably 10 years ago, maybe 15. We got this, me and the partner I had at the time, got this Groupon, which I imagine probably how most people go there, because I've heard of other people that have gone this exact same trip, but like from us, it's hard for me to tell you this because all of these numbers are like very contextual, right? So it was like $999 Australian for the whole thing. So that was like 7-day flights there, 7 days, all food, all hotels, everything, and $900 Australian, which is like outrageously good price. Like, yeah, $990 dudes, which is like, I don't know. I don't even know how I'd equate that. I would say that's probably like that's 600 US, right? For an all expenses paid trip to China with like guide, everything, buses. Like you literally just had to wake up and be told where to go. Everything was done. And it was just it was so good. Yeah, we got to see the Forbidden City, saw the Great Wall. We went and saw the Bin Mayong, they're called the Terracotta Warriors. We didn't pay you could pay like an extra 300, I think, and go see the pandas, which we didn't do for something we should have. It's real dumb that we didn't, but yeah, we didn't go see the pandas. So there was an option to go to Chengdu and see the pandas, but we didn't, which we should have. Yeah, it was really good. Even though, like, the big city walls in Xi'an, which is where the Terracotta Warriors are, even that was really cool. But like $1,000, crazy, like crazy good. But yeah, the Great Wall was hot and covered in people. It was cool, right? It was a cool wall. Thank you. It's a drop of water in the ocean, but I'll take what I can get. How are the locals? Nice. Nice. My partner at the time was like, had like purely blonde hair. And we both got asked for photos like a fair bit. Like the locals were really nice to us and they asked for a lot of photos. Which was like, but like not enough that it was annoying. Just enough for it to still be like a nice novelty, you know? It's cool. But yeah, they were pretty nice. And then every once in a while we had to go, they took us to like some markets or something. And anytime you had to buy something, you had to haggle them down. It was just like, I'm not a haggler. It was so uncomfortable. God, I hate haggling. Especially because like, we were even told by our guide that when you go there, they will see that you're a foreigner and like, so when a local goes up, they'll have a price to start at and then they'll haggle them down. But when they see a foreigner, they'll double that price. So you means you've got to haggle down like twice as much. And so I remember there were like some shoes we wanted to buy. I wanted to buy some knockoff. I think they were Vans. They were like knockoff, but they were pretty good Vans. And they started at like, I think the first offer they said that they were like $60, like Australian. And we ended up paying like $4. And I just, not only did I hate the experience the entire time, but like I felt so bad. Yeah, that's the worst thing is it's part of their culture, but it's just like, I'm just not used to it. I feel so bad. Okay, so We've done all the tasks here. So we will move on to the quarry. I don't think there are many here. Yeah, okay. So one delivery. One drive. Pretty easy to do. Fuel carrier, so another delivery. Restoration, but like deliver to the service hub. Yeah, that's fine. We can do that. That's pretty easy. No good teams. Right. Okay, we can basically do this all with one truck. So what we're going to do... we can put the van body on. And take this to... Zimnogorsk. And just drive over the map and repair and do their first one first. I've been to the Philippines and there is a bit of that. It's always done with a smile though. Yeah. I mean, I think I think if you started haggling with people here, I mean here as in like most Western countries, I'd start getting real pissed off real quickly, but I think it's just expected there, you know? Doesn't make me feel any more comfortable about it, but at least you're not going to have some store owner being like, get out of my store. So what we might do is, because we don't want to be driving around with this thing on, right? Do this one first, deliver it, refill the repair goods, go down, restore this one, and drive it back, and then we can just take the repair ban off. We'll essentially do the 2 repair jobs first, and then... then we can take the van body off. A lot of fuel it needs though. It's not ideal. We had it. Should be enough. Yeah. Hey. Just need to get this turned around a little bit. Hello. With a little loop-de-loop. And this should be pretty straightforward, I think. Probably refuel using this, I guess. Don't really need to, but it's there. So. Does Archie go to doggy daycare every day of the week? Nah, only Thursdays. So back when I when I had a job, I used to work Tuesdays and Thursdays in the office, and my partner works Mondays and Thursdays in the office. So Thursdays, neither of us would be home, so he goes on Thursdays. And then we just kept sending him because, you know, it's good for him to go to doggy daycare. So he goes on Thursdays. He's just not here because he's asleep. Because that's mostly, it's mostly what he does. He, because it's pretty windy here today, there was like a leaf stuck against the window, and at one point he woke up from his slumber, saw the leaf, thought it was some kind of animal and started barking at it, went right up to the window and was like, at this leaf through the other side of the window. Very cute. Very cute. He did. That life, you never know, that leaf could have been from a bad neighborhood. You know? Could have been a drug dealer. Hoodlum. TikToker. You never know. We're being pretty carefree with some of these angles. I tell you what. I feel like I have so much confidence in this truck that it's starting to turn into like overconfidence. And it's going to be the undoing of me soon, I think. But maybe not. Maybe it will just do everything flawlessly. I also like that now that I'm about to finish this map, I feel like I know where I'm going most of the time too. Nice, but completely wasted. There he goes. I can see him through one tiny little gap in the doorway. He's definitely barking at leaves again. Much obliged. To tell you the truth, it's not the first time that driver's got himself into trouble. I suspect he may be drinking again. Bleak. This may have to be his last job. So I just got someone fired. Okay. Awesome. Alright, refuel the repairs. Let's refuel too. Let's just be safe. No good teams. God, it barely needs anything. Almost seems like a waste of time, but we're gonna go. See that annoys the shit out. Like you put the thing here and it like springs over. It makes precision in this game actually a pain in the ass. And we're gonna go. Might come through here. I'm surprised the Sandra has been made yet. Yeah, I suspect that'll be next. right? I mean, what else? What else is left? Sand Runner, yeah. Jungle Runner. I think Jungle Runner could be a good one. I mean, yeah, Desert Runner is basically Sand Runner. Space Runner would be sick. Imagine a space version of this game. Obviously, that's not going to be it, but I think that would be fun. I guess anything, most of the others just kind of sound like a variation of the same thing. Like Mountain Runner would be a good one, but that's kind of what this game already is. Swamp Runner. You do everything in those hovercraft boats. That'd be cool. So yeah, one of my only criticisms of this game is that what you do doesn't have enough of an impact, right? Obviously, it does have some. You repair the bridges and you repair some bridges and shit, right? Or remove some landslides and obstacles. But I feel like there should be more. The roads should, like, as you improve the area, the roads should improve a little bit more. And, like, it kind of looks like roadcraft might mean they are moving in that direction a little bit. Obviously, they're never going to have this game with roadcraft level of roads in it, but like maybe that game is a small indication that they're going to be moving towards like the areas improving more than in this game. Could be a nice niche for rock climbing vehicles. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think though, I've never played it, but I think that's what Expeditions is, right? Much more like four-wheel drive off-roading. But also, I've never seen that game, so it could have no mountain climbing in it at all. I'm just talking rubbish. Me either. All that's my understanding is that, yeah, it's like much less about trucks and more about off-roading. It's cool. Although I would say scouting is the worst. Like, I think scouting is the least fun part of this game, so... Come on. There we go. So we're going to have to pull this fuel trailer out while winching this van behind us too. It's going to be a bit of polarity, right? At least we got plenty of fuel. We're not going to be running out of fuel. Alright, how... Let's just go in forwards. Okay, so fuel, repair. At least I'll be able to turn the engine of this on, which is pretty helpful. So this is aiming the right way. We just got to get this fuel tank around now. Okay. Refuel, I guess, because why not? Might even make it a little bit easier to drive with, maybe. They're not a winch on the back. Good. Okay. Well, like I said, at least we got plenty of fuel, right? Wonder if this is going to be the best way, because we can't use the winch. I think maybe going straight ahead might be the best way out of here. So we can kind of go right the way around the pool. Little engine that could back there though, you can hear it. Really trying its best. So we're going to try and avoid this big puddle altogether. I think we should be all right. Kind of go around the side here. I wonder what happens if you just break the car. I wonder if you fail. Hope not. I think we should be okay. Once we're out of that part. Assuming we don't tip or anything. Or hang ourselves going around a corner too early. We've done. Which is a little bit annoying because we're going to have to come down here to get... God, this... Yeah, we have to take this somewhere as well. And we need to drive here at some point. So I guess maybe we can just... Once we've dropped these two things off, we can come up here, do this one, get the trailer, take it where it needs to go. Push bash out, I guess. Get stuck. You know the drill. Tight. We also need to get rid of this van body too, which... I wonder if it's worth it. I wonder if it's worth recovering the Zimnagorsk, driving back in, or whether we should just... That would be less time than just doing it all with a van body. And then we can just recover when we're done. I reckon we'll just stick with it. It's gonna be harder to make it. It's gonna make it harder to get through thick trees, but could be worse. Could be worse. I think that's a trailer right there, right? Ah, the repair. Thank you. I hate to do it, but I'm going to have to call their parents over this one. They could have gotten hurt. Indeed. Okay, so... okay, yeah. Ah, so we can do... okay. And then... okay, we'll do that one. We know we can drive up here. Yeah, we should be able to squeeze out here, right? We should be able to find a gap. This could be a little bit interesting with this with this man. With his body on, but interesting is what we're going for, right? I feel like there's going to be real roll danger here. Just as we hit 8 hours. It's a good stretch. HR will be happy today. Good thing is I can just repair this truck. If we really do any major damage, we can just repair this truck with the repair body. How convenient. So this is the road we need to follow. So, this is I'm not gonna be honest, this is pretty dicey. Okay. That was a little scary. Still got to make it through the trees, but heyo. I think we can make use of this with a few updates and modifications. Thanks for checking it out. You are welcome. If there's any gap we think we can see through these trees. Yeah. Can't believe we've gotten away with this, just in general. Alright, so... need to be going this way. So... 50% of our time gone, or under 50%, or almost 50% of the tasks done. So we're actually on track to complete all of these, which is pretty good. And I feel like the first map had by far the most as well. Yikes. think we're just driving. Following that road. Oh yeah, because that's where we like cut across to get to that. And then we're driving this one out and then we're done. That'll be a nice little casual drive up to the petrol station. What? This isn't some other task we've not somehow seen yet, right? This will be oil sampling. Ah, there is another one here, okay. Original oil rig, nearby village could use for some new staff quarters. It's lumber new. How did we miss that? Hey. To the village. Ah, okay. That should be pretty... Yeah, we can get a trailer pretty easily for that. Yeah, that's fine. That won't be too much out of the way. Let's check tasks. Have we got everything? Oil sample, road connection. Cliffhanger. Where that is. Alright, we're going to find out where Cliffhanger is. See it. God. Oh, that was almost bad. I couldn't see a goddamn thing. Do you reckon we will be able to get back through these trees, or are we going to have to go around? Thank you. I can get Darcy out here, out there in the woods, and having a signal could mean difference. Oh, we've still got the trailer. You know what? We might just leave it here and come back. Can we make it through here, you reckon? Not a good start. The thing is, once you've committed to this, it really isn't a lot of going back, you know? I mean, we're most of the way through, right? Can't believe we can't get past that tiny little tree. We are going to get out of here. Can't believe it. Very itchy ear. Okay. That is a long way. Suppose we could just leave the trailer here somewhere. What we need to figure out where this last one is. Ah, I think I know where that is. Yep. Because we've seen it on the map. And we were always like, I wonder what the hell that is. That's what it is. Okay. That's pretty easy to do too. Alright. We should be able to do all of these in a semi-efficient way, I think. Fuel. This one up. Yeah, getting these 3 planks of wood is going to be interesting. Actually, let's Where is it? Where do we have to take this car? It just says deliver it to their house. Okay. There's no other trucks in here, is there? God, that's going to be a pain. Drive up out of there. So we're just going to leave this somewhere. It's easy to pick up on the way back. We're going to quickly do the one, which means we're just going to have to pull along a 4-slot trailer behind us, which is a bit of a pain, but I think this truck is more than capable of handling it. Just going to drop this off the side here. There. I don't think there are any 3-slot trailers, so we're just going to have to do like the ramped flatbed, I think. These are all semis. It's only got 2. That's a... yeah. Semi. It's got 2. That's it. So we're just going to have to go with this one. Always fill up if we can. If we can. The only problem with this is it's one of these, it's a very long trailer with a variable front axle. And they're always just a... let's just hope we don't have to do any reversing because it's going to be a pain. going to be difficult to navigate it around this sawmill too, but it'll be okay. Again, as long as we don't have to reverse anywhere. It does make turning corners tighter a little bit easier though, I suppose, which is pretty handy. Assuming we can't squeeze down anywhere here, right? Go out. You could maybe squeeze down there, but it's probably not worth it. Now, I guess the only variable we really have left is this cliffhanger where this person's house is, because who knows where its house is. Hopefully it's not like on the other end of the map, because that would be a real pain, but... But at least these wooden planks should be pretty easy to get in. We can just drive straight from the road into the area, across the oil rig or whatever the hell that first place is. It's a good thing we have this van body on, because... Although we probably could have just been driving around with, like, a repair trailer, right? Could have used the one we got from the mission. I think as we round this corner, I think it opens up. Yeah, and just go down here. And we just got to take the trailer back, take the fuel back, fix this car, and we're done here. I know you keep saying that like it's... I think they actually will be done. I didn't realize there was 2 extra tasks that we'd somehow missed. Bit of a pain. Is what it is. Feels like we can do a nice little U-turn here. Be helpful. Perfect. We'll have a bustling oil community round here in no time. Ew. A real itchy ear. It's not good. A little Yui out of here. Hopefully I get too stuck. Should be a lot easier without any cargo though, you'd think. Hey KT, how long have you played this game? I don't know. Is there a way to find out? Can you like tell somewhere? I don't think so. I don't think you can. There probably is somewhere in like place that the PlayStation that probably tells you, but this is my, put it this way, this is my first playthrough. And I've almost finished the base game, so I don't know, it'd be like 100 hours, I would have thought. Looks like a lot more than me. I just started. Thanks for the follow, I appreciate it. Just curious. Yeah, probably 100 hours or so. You just started playing, do you like it? You enjoying it? You pulling your hair out yet? Very time consuming. It is, but it's like, I don't know. You very quickly learn that, like, if you're playing this game as a, like a fun game, it's, yeah, it's calming, it's relaxed. You just do this game to relax, basically. Like, if you try and rush this game, you're going to have a bad time. You just got to take your time, complete your missions, you know? That's good. Run into trees. Come on, you can do it. Calming compared to other games. Yeah, I agree. I think we might have gone up a bit too much of a steep bit. We might have to rethink our strategy here. It's the pain, because these trailers do not reverse very well. Gonna have to go up this bit here. This bit should be fine. But yes, I feel this game is very calming. It's very satisfying. Like, once you've completed all the, you know, once you've got the missions all done, and you're handing in, you're doing tasks, it's just, you know, it's just good, honest work. It feels very satisfying to, like, tick all the tasks off and 100% complete it. At least to me. I know that some people don't like that, but I like it. So once we've dropped this trailer off, we'll re-get that fuel, we'll hand that in, and then we'll do the last one. And then, I don't know, I feel like we have 2 trucks in the Rift ready to do it, to do the tasks in there. I don't know whether they'll be right configurations. hopefully. We might do that, and then we'll do Zimnegorsk last. With 2.5 hours left. We should get very close to finishing, if not actually finishing. Fuel. I don't know at what point taking the fuel out of the, like, task trailers means you can't hand it in, but let's not test it. I know it's at some level. I know some level it stops allowing you to put it in. But I'd rather just not test it when they're considering the fuel there is free, right? Trailer on. In fact, if we leave this near, well, I guess it depends on where this person's house is actually. I was going to say, if we leave it near the entrance to the rift, if we really need this truck and its repair capabilities, it'll be there, but it really depends on where this scout car needs to go. Hopefully his house is like one of these houses. Or this house. That would be very handy. Probably won't be, but, you know, maybe. A man can hope, you know? I almost need a little break here. I won't just yet. Truck are you running with what tires? This is the Tiger 6436. It's the Tiger you get in the drought, so the first Tamir. And I imagine it's UOD2s. So there's like a spreadsheet that exists of all of the tire coefficients, like what they're, because in the actual garage it just says like good, poor, excellent. It doesn't give you a disambiguation of what that means. So there's a spreadsheet you can find that tells you exactly what all the tires do in each environment. And if you don't care about like spoilers or whatever the hell you want to call it, yeah, you just look at that spreadsheet. But there's generally two tires that are the best. They're the UOD 2s and the OHD 1s, I think, are usually the best. It just climbs with no problem. I like 7% of Michigan, just 2 days in. So just trying to figure out what I can do to get better traction for the mud roads. Yeah, so oh show you. Hopefully there's a truck here, you can see it. So the most important thing to do when you're first starting is you want to unlock non-highway tires as soon as possible, right? Where's going to be a good example? So yeah, so these here, you want to unlock, you want to get off-road tires as soon as you can. So these UOD2s or OHD1s, so not all trucks have all tires, but these are the best offer. You want to keep doing tasks that don't require huge amounts of mud going through. Like you don't want to do the really, really hard ones in Black River. You want to do the easiest tasks you can until you get to a rank that unlocks off-road tires. And once you get a decent truck with off-road tires and all-wheel drive, it'll become much easier, right? So my suggestion would be finding this one, the Fleet Star 2070. This one basically did most of Michigan for me pretty easily. Until such a time. Hello, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Until such a time that you can, in the Healesville Dam, this one is a little bit difficult, so you might want to prepare for it. But once you can find the White Western Star, it's like down below the dam, and this one is quite difficult, getting this truck. It's like down underneath the dam, and you've got to pull it up to this like God almighty hill. But once you can get this truck out, this truck will do everything. And it'll do literally everything you need it to. This truck has engageable all-wheel drive and engageable diff, which you need in Michigan a lot because you need to turn the diff off a lot because otherwise it wastes a lot of petrol. So what I did was I pulled it out with the P16, which you can find in Drummond Island. It's like way over to the side of the map. You just drive up to it and you discover it and it's yours, which is also very good for long logs. And yeah, I literally just pulled it out. I pulled this out with this truck. It took a lot, but like once you unlock this truck, you're gold. Like once you've got this and the off-road tires, this game becomes 100 times better. Like so much better. That I would suggest you focus on those two first. What are we doing? Yes, we're here. Hi, how are you? Good? Chasing Archie? Are you going to go for a WALK? Yeah.
In my mind, where it's like what the guy says.
Yeah.
In my mind, I'm imagining that you're gonna take him for a dog. Like, what you're asking.
Obviously not. Hi, Archie. This is Archie. He owns this house.
And
The master. He likes licking fingers. He is in charge. Okay? He's been barking at leaves all afternoon. Yeah. It's funny. Okay. You can stay here if you would like. That's probably enough licking, I think. Alright, so we're just doing the last one now. Yeah, look at that drift. Try and get rid of that. So I'm pretty sure it's here. Like, I'm pretty sure that's what this is. The only unknown here is how far this person's house is. I assume we can't just go over these trees, can we? Nah, because we've got to go into the quarry. It's fine. But yes, once you do find... I mean, you can go forward and get this truck, but once you get to Tamir, I strongly suggest you find this truck, get it, and use it. Because it is amazing. It is by far the best truck. Well, in my opinion. Come on. I don't actually know how to get up to this road. Can't believe I never saw that. It's like really obvious now that I know it's there. That is extremely dodgy looking. Definitely gonna have to Spider-Man around this. Whoa, I did not like that at all. Did not like that one bit. Alright, so we've got to restore. Heal. Repair. Now we're going to take it to his shack, which is up there. Let's see. Okay. Actually, that's really not that hard to get to. We went too far. We went too far. Need... it facing forward. This doesn't look great, does it? I have to go real slow here. I think if we go slow enough, we should be okay. Go more straighter on these really bad bits. Lost sound. Alright, very cool. Very profesh. I did want to go through here, but there's a bunch of like stump mines in there. Maybe just try and pick a better path. No. Alright. So we want to go there, there, and up there. And up there. I think we're done in the quarry. Would you believe it? Actually, now that we've had this problem, we should check and make sure we didn't miss any in the drowned lands either. Pretty sure we would have seen it, but good to know, I guess. We do need to go left. That's the shortcut we always take, but that's not actually a road. Alright. No real issues so far, which is good. Yes, I remember this bit. It's a real pain in the ass to get in the scout up here. Doesn't hurt to do a good deed for your neighbor every now and again. Trouble is, now and again is becoming every darn week this guy. Anyway, here's what you're owed. We're just going to leave this here unless we need quick access to this truck in the rift. Otherwise, we're done here. Let's just make sure all the rest of them, all the drowned lands are done. Everything else is Zimnogorsk and the Rift. Cool. So we should be able to do everything with this truck. It's got a flatbed on it. I think there's a trailer store in here, but sure there'll be our trailer we could use if we really need it. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. We left the semi-sideboard here for that reason. Okay, cool. So let's figure out. Let's make sure we've got them all first. Come down to, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, we've got them all. So we are going to have to drive it in. That's the Tartarin. No, there's a service trailer here. Okay. And there's petrol there to refill it with. Okay, very good, very good. I guess we'll do that first. We know that one, yeah. One, two, three. Right. So this Voron doesn't have a low saddle on it though. Ah, that's disappointing. We might have to come back with the Tartarin, the low saddle on it. The rest of it we can be done. All right. We can do both of these while we're here. We can come and redo the trailer. We just have to come back in with a low saddle on the Tiger, I think. So to get out of here, go down here. Actually, no. And follow this road to here. I really hope this can pull trailers. Looks like it's not so exposed. It couldn't, though. Very muddy. Oh, I forgot this truck does this goddamn awful sound. It's not good. Not good. I wonder what's doing that. Really is a hideous sound. Makes me think I might just stop using it. Fine, we'll fix this tartarin, I reckon. And we'll drag it to refuel the repairs, and then we might just bring the Tiger in from there, to be honest. We can't have the truck making this awful sound. Here we need to go there, there, in. That's called pacifist. We can leave the trailer at the last spot, yeah. Oh yeah, we definitely can't assist with this. Feels like there's a bug scratching the inside of my skull. So we can leave this trailer here. We need to restore it. I just literally just stopped talking because I just trying to concentrate. What is this curtain side trailer for? Right. So we might be able to pull that a decent amount of the way too. Yeah. Ooh, that's a lot of petrol you need. Okay. Turn that off then. So it just needs petrol. Which we can probably drag this one past, right? And refuel it. So we can probably get out of here. Take this trailer with us. If we can turn around. Nowhere to turn around. A fucking nightmare. What an actual nightmare. Make sure we don't flip this trailer over. Okay. There's that. Come on. What a bunch of absolute faffing about. Right, we're just going to try and get both of these two as far as we can, and when it runs out of petrol, we are just recovering it and never using this truck again. Not because there's nothing wrong with the truck, just the sounds it's making. Christ. We have lost and found, don't we? Yeah. Well, I think we already checked. We do have everything here. So the closest we can get both of these trailers to this, the better, right? Literally, every meter we get is a bonus. Every second of sanity I have left is a bonus. It's not as loud as it was before, but still there. Peeking away. Yeah, we'll get the Tiger, because we can do all our repairs with this thing, right? We'll get the Tiger, we'll put a low saddle on it so we can do the cement bit. It can still pull this along to do the repairs it needs to do. We should actually make it to this petrol station, which is pretty good. Boy, boy, boy. Put this out of the way somewhere. Or put it completely in the way. Fine. Jesus Christ, these trailers are just an actual nightmare. There we go. How far away from putting this in? Could we just do this while we can, then we can recover this truck from here? Well, let's just do that. We can refuel. Then once we've handed this in, we can just recover it. Clicky engine and all. Could have gone real bad. Trailer definitely wasn't supposed to be the one attaching to those trees. I don't know why I thought this was a good idea. God damn. I feel like when it's not drilling into your brain, it doesn't seem so bad. And then as soon as it starts again. Right, not very far. Right here. Can we just go through here? I reckon we can. Well, as expected, the contents of that trailer have seen better days. Still, we should be able to put some of it to use. Thanks for your time. Recover. Never use again. You put a big red sticker on this truck. Do not use. Okay. So we need to go. Lorry. Tiger. Cover. Put a low saddle on it. Drive it to the rift. Christ. At least you don't have to move it around too much. Back where I belong in this truck. This truck's my boy now, you know? Going for a dub? Alright. Have fun. Okay, bye. Now no more ticking. Need to make sure we turn up the right road too. We need to go up there. It really didn't take that long to do this, I suppose. Could have been worse. I don't mean, yeah, you can all, once we're done, we can always just recover this truck from here. It's not the end of the world. Gotta make sure you Spider-Man around. Okay. We're going to grab this truck, which is full of repair, and it needs to come up here. And then we can kind of just leave it up here for the moment. We can come back. Actually, we don't need to do that. The Tartran can do this one. Drag this fuel trailer here to fuel this up. That'll be that one done. That'll be Pacifist and Great Nomad done. Ooh, we could do that pretty easily too, actually. Not a huge amount of fuel, and we can come back pretty easily and redo it and then drive off. Yeah. And then, yeah. Can leave this fuel trailer here, go in here, do this one. That's pretty easy too. Maybe let's do that, those two first. And given the fact this thing can't cross water, we're going to need to go here. Yeah. Yeah. That. And refuel. I'm guessing we can just drive this trailer. Assume we can drive it out here, right? You just leave it there. I assume there would be more than 250 fuel left in that scout fuel carrier. You'd think so. I mean, we can back, right? Double check before we drive off with it. We did use it a couple of times, but I imagine there'd be more than 250 still there. Jesus Christ, would you turn, please? Thank you. This truck makes it feel like you're playing more of a military game than a truck game. I honestly expect to be, like, attacked. I actually don't know whether this can... I mean, I assume because they're both scouts, it should be able to carry this, right? God, would you... Maybe it can't. Maybe it doesn't let you attach. I mean, it doesn't look like there's a... No, you can't. Okay. Oh, I guess we're just winching it. There is definitely enough fuel. Roly-polying out the back, who cares? I don't think you can damage trailers, so do whatever it wants. That's cool, man. Cool story, bro. You just do your thing. Let's go through here. God. Yeah, that one. Just hear this thing roar like a rabid animal. Too late for take-backs, I suppose. I already did offer it as a reward. Enjoy your new ride. Ah. Okay. I don't know why we got two of them. Some free money? We'll take free money. Free money. think at some point here we're like going bush, right? Maybe not here. Just because it really is like trying to drive a tank through a thicket. All right. We made it through somehow. I suppose... Oh no, there's a fuel trailer in there we need to get out. We might leave this one. There. Just going bush for the rest of this. We'll come out with the other one, I suppose. Oh, we made it. To this drug dealer cavern. Seems like a false alarm. The place looks abandoned and mostly empty. Why would the owners just leave their tent here is another question, but just knowing they aren't here anymore is good enough for me. Certainly looks pretty dodgy, huh? We don't actually need this, but we're here. We may as well drive it out now. It's like a reasonable enough way to go, I suppose. We don't want to go too deep in this way, but like a decent path. Oh, look at that. And right back out here. Yeah, I think both of these Tartarans are just done. Don't need them. What have we got left to do? Fuel carrier there. Take the cement from there. Repair that. Restore that. Okay. It's pretty reasonable. And what we might do is check. We've got all the Zimnogorsk. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. 1, 2, 3. Yep, very, very close to being done. So what we might actually do, just leave it there, because we've got. I don't want to have half a day, like an hour's worth to do tomorrow. We might just stop here. And then we'll do the rest of them tomorrow. And any time we have left over, we'll collect trailers, and then that's it. We'll be done. Base game completed. So yeah, we'll stop now. But thanks for watching, everyone. I appreciate it as always. Thanks for the follows. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll finish this game, and then we'll be out of here. Thanks for watching. Bye, 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 bye.